ranking every US state flag by how good their design would look as a face mask. Here's part 1. Number 50 is Ohio. Now this is the only state flag that isn't a rectangle, so that's super unique and looks cool, but this would not work for a face mask because half of your mouth will be hanging out the edge. 49 is Massachusetts. Now white face masks are so easy to attract dirt and sweat stains, so this one was an easy choice to be near the bottom. 48 is Michigan. At first glance, it's not that bad, but if you look closely, that word right there looks a lot like circumcised. I don't want to be walking around town having people think that I have the word circumcised plastered across my face. 47 is Delaware. Plain and simple, I just think this color scheme is really tacky. It would be really hard to find a way that this would match with any of my clothes, and I also don't like having a random date on my face mask. 46 is Virginia. Why in the world would I want to walk around with a murder scene from the medieval times across my face? No thanks. 45 is New Jersey. There's just way too many colors in this one. It's too bright and there's too much going on. There's just no way I have any clothes that could match this face mask. 44 is Rhode Island. Again, I sweat way too much to be wearing a white face mask. The sweat stains are just going to be all over that thing, so I'm not interested in this, but it is a cooler design than the other white one we saw before. 43, Illinois. Again, white face mask, way too easy to attract dirt, but this is the coolest design out of all of them. 42 is Wisconsin. The center logo isn't too bad, but the issue with this one is the big block Wisconsin and the 1848. I don't like the way that looks. That would be very dumb on a face mask. 41, Kentucky. Just two random dudes shaking hands. That means nothing to me. I'm not putting that on my face mask. Number 40 is Oregon. Again, I just don't like having the big words state of Oregon and the number plastered across my face. It makes me look like I'm property of the state. 39 is Nebraska. All this yellow up here is just too messy. It almost looks like I spilled mustard all over my face mask. That does not look very professional. I'm not wearing this. 38 is Florida. Now, I like the concept of having a big red X on the face mask because it is a pandemic, but since they just copied another state's design and threw their seal on it, I don't want to reward the lack of creativity. 37 is Arkansas. Now, this is actually not too bad of a design. I like all the stars and the colors, but I'm not from the state, and so having the word Arkansas plastered across my face just doesn't make sense. 36 is New Hampshire. I mean, this is a pretty picture and all, but why would I want to put a pilgrim ship across my face mask? That has no significance to me. 35 is North Carolina. Now, these next few are all decent, but they're just way too obviously state flags. I know that's what the series is about, but like, I'd rather my face mask be a little bit more subtle than, oh, that's obviously the North Carolina state flag. 34 is Georgia. Again, no subtleness to this one either. Obviously a state flag, but it's kind of cool looking. I especially like the little logo up here. 33, Iowa. Again, clearly a flag. There's no hiding it, but I do like the eagle logo in the center, so that's why it beat out the other two. 32, Texas. Again, you're noticing a pattern here. They're all obviously state flags. There's no hiding it, but it's higher than the others just because I think this is an iconic look. 31, Hawaii. This one beat out the other ones just because I like all the craziness to it. It's got the design up here in the corner and then also the stripes down the side. It's not bad. Number 30 is Missouri. The seal is pretty cool and I like the stars around it, but I just don't like the red, white, and blue striping. I think it would look a little awkward as a face mask. 29 is New York. This scenery right here isn't too bad, but I just don't want these two random women on my face mask, especially the one right here holding a stick with a sock on the top. 28 is Connecticut. Now, I like grapes, don't get me wrong. They're actually my favorite fruit, but I just see no point in having them as the centerpiece of a face mask. 27 is Maine. Again, like some of these other ones, this is a pretty little scene right here, but why in the world would I want two random dudes and a tree in the middle of my face mask? 26 is Pennsylvania. A beautiful design and would have been higher if I were a horse person, but I'm not really, so I don't see the point in having two horses and then this random boat in the middle, so no thank you. 25 is Nevada. Now, this one's a really clean look, but I'm pretty OCD, so I don't like the fact that the logo of my face mask is going to be up here on my cheek instead of in the center. Don't like that. 24 is West Virginia. Now, this one's kind of got like a Christmassy vibe to it, so I like that. This one would be really nice to wear in December, but I just couldn't wear it from January till November. 23 is Vermont. Very pretty scenery here, which is why it made it this far, but this scene means absolutely nothing to me, so I'm not putting it on my face mask. 22 is Idaho. Same thing here. Very nice scenery, bright and colorful and eye-popping, but also means nothing to me, so no point in having it on my face mask. 21 is Minnesota. I think all the colors in this one just make it really pretty and eye-popping, but I can't really tell what exactly it is, so I don't really want to use that. Number 20 is Montana. Very pretty scenery up here, nice and colorful. Would be a little bit higher if I were from Montana and it meant something to me, but since it doesn't, I didn't want to have it any higher, but it's a nice look. 19, Kansas, same thing, would have been higher if I'm from Kansas, but I like the scenery and all the orange and purple looks great because those are my two favorite colors. 18 is Utah, very patriotic feel to this one with the eagle on top and the American flags on the side, and I think the beehive in the center is just a really funny touch. 17 is North Dakota, again a very patriotic feel to this one, so I like it, you could represent your country. Had it one spot higher than the last one though, because it obviously doesn't have the beehive, so it's not as crazy. 16 is Tennessee, just a cool looking design. I like all the colors and the stars, and it's not super crazy to where it's obviously a state flag, so I like that. Number 15 is Mississippi. Now this one made it this far because it would look great for a middle-aged white woman. Like my mom would absolutely love this design for a face mask, so that's why it was top 15, but personally for me, there's no way I could ever wear this. 14, South Dakota, again, same thing. It's kind of got like a sunflower vibe to it, so middle-aged white ladies would love this. I would not though, but it's still good enough to be top 15. 13 is Wyoming. Just having the buffalo on there looks pretty cool. It's not super obvious that it's a state flag, so I like that. This one would be pretty nice. Number 12 is Washington. I just think it would be absolutely hilarious to walk around having George Washington as the centerpiece of your face mask, and for history buffs, it'd be pretty special for them too. Number 11 is Indiana. Now, I'm not from there, so I'm not exactly sure the significance of all this design, but I just think it looks super cool and would look awesome as the center of a face mask. Number 10 is Colorado. I like all the different colors. It's a pretty cool look. Again, like we saw with some of the others, I'm a little OCD, so I don't like that not being in the center, but otherwise it's solid. Number 9 is Oklahoma. Light blue is an excellent color for a face mask, and the logo in the center looks sweet. This one would be pretty cool. Number 8 is Louisiana. This one I think is just hilarious, which is why it made it this far. I think it'd be super funny to see somebody walking around with a pelican on their face mask. Number 7 is Arizona. I think this flag is just absolutely beautiful, so I think it would look really cool on a face mask. I love all the different colors to it. You can match that with a lot of different clothes. Number 6 is New Mexico. Just a really clean look. I like the color scheme. The logo's really nice. This one would be a pretty sweet face mask. Number 5 is South Carolina. Just a super clean look. I love the tree and the moon together. Also, not super bright colors in this one, so it could match a lot of different clothes. Number 4 is Alaska, another one that you could match with a lot of different clothes, but the best thing about this one is just a super cool concept. Nothing like having the Big Dipper on your face mask. Awesome idea. Number 3 is Maryland. I think this one just speaks for itself. It's a little bit crazy, but I've always loved this design, so I think it would look sweet on a face mask. Number 2 is South Carolina. Just love the look of this one. It's super clean. I love the colors. The bear looks awesome, and I like the star up top too. This one would make a nice face mask. And the number 1 state flag that would be the best design for a face mask is Alabama. This one is absolutely perfect to wear as a mask in the middle of a pandemic. It's got a big red X. It reminds people to stay away from you.